guys? Tools in action. Today, you think you're gonna see us, but really you're gonna see John Miller. He's gonna be talking about the Portamate PortaCube, which is like a table for a miter saw stand and stuff like that. Cool. I think, I don't know, but let's go talk to John about it.
Hey, thanks there, Sonny and Cher. Today we're gonna talk about the Portamate PortaCube. This product's been out now for a few years at least, and I've never really had a need or use for it until just recently. Give you a little backstory. I started a garage remodel project this summer, and I've always wanted to have a miter saw out into the garage because I can't tell you how many times I've dragged stuff down the basement, bringing it back upstairs, and it sure would be convenient, but I never had a good spot for it. I didn't want to put it on the workbench. They're always full. So this Portamate PortaCube is exactly what I was looking for, and I'm going to kind of go over with it, show you how to set it up, what's unique about it, why I like it, the things I don't like about it, and maybe help you out a little more. I'm going to give you some specifics too, and maybe this can help you out to decide whether or not this is something that'll fit your needs. But first of all, as it says, it's shaped like a cube and very easy to move. There's some levers back here where you unlock the handle, you can lift it up, wheel it out to wherever you want to set it up. That makes it super convenient. I don't have to carry the saw anywhere. This is mounted on here. We'll show you how this all works in a second, but first of all, like I said, moving it around is very easy. It's got 10-inch wheels on it that work very well. They're more of a hard rubber than a pneumatic tire, so they're not going to go flat. They don't do great on rough terrain. I'll tell you that right now. I've taken this saw and this PortaCube from my house to my neighbor's house because he wanted to borrow it, but you know, any of the bumps, you can really feel it on this. It shakes it around, but it's not intended for taking on trips. This is meant for using in your garage, parking in the corner and pulling it out when you need it. So let's set this up. First of all, unlock this bottom handle, and there's a couple little tabs. I got to smack them down. You want to put that all the way down first because otherwise you can't rotate this top. All right, next thing we need to do is bring out the wings on this. Little button to unfold this handle, this little lever, and then you have to take your time, make sure it locks into place here. Very stable, locks into place. Also, when you put it down, you want to do it in the same order, reverse order. All right, very easily done there. So we're all set up with the wings. Now we can release these little tabs. These are the locking tabs that are going to hold this in place. They take these little buttons here, snap the lid in with the base, and you see right now it can rotate. So we are going to rotate this around, and you can see right here it can be a little wobbly because there's nothing holding the top in right now. Not a big deal. As soon as you get it into place, push that tab back down. Now we're locked in. Now it's not rotating anymore. Your workpiece is up. This is very easy to rotate. It's nice. So now we got to the point where we can just unlock our saw and we're ready to go. Now for your miter saw, if you're using this for a miter saw, they also have these wings that pop up on both sides, these little sub tables. And this is for your outfeed portion here. So, and this is one of the things I really needed. I've had a miter saw in the past where I was using really long 2x4s. I was cutting, it fell off the end of the table, hit my guard into my blade, broke my guard. I went to go purchase a new guard. It's as expensive as the saw. So, trash that saw. So these are also adjustable. If you think about a miter saw, your deck height's going to be different on all of them by a little bit. These are adjustable by adjusting these little screws here. I haven't dialed mine in because it takes a little bit of fiddling with, and I've always been in such a hurry. All I really need is to make sure that these don't fall. But these are adjustable, so you can line these directly up here, which is nice. There's also some dog holes in here. If you're going to use this as like a work table, you can use these dog holes to hold things down. Because that's the other nice part about this. If you're not using this for a saw and you just need an extra work surface, you can leave that folded down and go ahead and use that as a whole 7-foot long work surface, because edge to edge you're looking at 7 feet here. So that's some nice support, nice work surface. Now I'm using this as a miter saw stand, but this could also be used for a thickness planer, sander, just about anything you can think of that needs to be mounted, and it's got some holes to mount it to, you can use this for. Now, speaking of mounting, there is 2 little orange bars here on both sides, front and back, that slide front and forward with some lag bolts, or not lag bolts, some bolts with T-nuts on them. So you can slide these across and adjust them to find your mounting holes. This is a part that I had trouble with. It was very difficult with this saw being almost 80 pounds, trying to line these up and slide these back and forth and keeping them locked down when you were done. Because in order to keep them moving, you got to keep them loose. Once you get them set, now you got to tighten them down. It's just a very difficult process. If you got some patience, it'll get done. My patience is pretty small. Now let's talk about the good and the bad. The good, this has been wonderful, a very quick, easy setup for me to pull out, make some cuts. And out here when I work, it's not an all-day process. This is usually something I got to get done quick and get done. Started and done quick. I love this. It also, like I said, packs away in my garage very nicely. I don't have to put it under my workbench. It's more of an extension of my workbench. It's kind of a drop zone when I'm not using it. I love that. For a garage, it's very efficient in space use. Now, the thing I don't like is some of the construction on this, the welds, these little spot welds, are not the highest quality. And when I've been rotating the top, when I first assembled it, I would get this caught. I would get some of these welds kind of open up a little bit because I would hit it with the top, it would hit it and split it. Just annoying. It didn't do any damage. And then after I got it assembled, I looked back in the box. I found the addition to the instructions that on this bottom plate and the plate in the back, they made an improvement from the original model. They extended the holes, so they made that adjustable. So once I had it built, it was too tight on the top. This would swing around and catch. I had to go in the back and move the nut and bolt settings so I could spread it out a little more. Made that adjustment and that difficulty went away. So they did find some problems with the first set. They made some corrections and this is definitely an improvement. So like I said, this thing has just been wonderful, and it's not for everybody, but it's somebody, if you got a garage or a small space and you need a solution to setting up your workshop, making it portable, not on the road portable, but portable in your area, this will work great. Another thing, if you're looking for a miter saw stand, you said, why didn't you use one of those big easy up ones? Well, those ones are space suckers in my opinion. You set them up, yeah, they set up and down really easy, really quick. Those are great for contractors. Throw them in a truck, go. But when you put them in your garage, they stand vertical, and that's a dead space. This one with the top, I can still use it. I can drop this top, release it. First I gotta lock it in so it won't go anywhere. Rotate this saw around, nice and easy. Lock this top in. Drop these with some little buttons to release it. Be careful of pinch points because there are pinch points on this. Now I got an extra work surface. I almost have a workbench here, a full workbench. It makes it really nice that this is not dead space. Now, this can be used on uneven surfaces. There's some levelers down in the front. I haven't had to use them just because the weight of this instrument sets it pretty good. Now, let's continue folding it up. Like I said, put the top down first, lift up. That will lock right into place. Drop my handle, pull my handles back up. We're ready to move. That's how quick you can tear this thing down and move it into your garage. So if you're stuck out in the rain, it's something you can move quickly. Like I said, this Portamate might not be for everybody. PortaCube, I love it. Perfect for what I need it for. And I appreciate that they had a problem and a flaw that they fixed. Hopefully they took care of the customers that had the first problem or might have had some issues with it. Otherwise, you know, I don't know when they made that change, but it's definitely a change that was for the better. The only other thing I'd like to see them do is improve in the quality of the welds on this. I know where it was made, and I know that's why it's cheap welds, but spot welds could have been done better. Other than that, hopefully this helps you decide whether or not this will fit your area or your needs. If so, go take a look at Portamate's website and decide for yourself. Till next time, I'm John from Tools in Action. Talk to you later.
For more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.